22 shy of the 30.
16 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Maverick wall.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
At the 28-yard
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. Complete to Wright. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Merlin. 5. What's that?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod.
And he'll take this out the side of the end zone, and my goodness, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Hold on. Check. Maverick. 120.
Off play action. Here's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. Unfortunately, trying to throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 28
A really good
yards.
pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
For an Eagles first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. After the interception, here's Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. And the Lions
gone.
1st down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 28-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Wright's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Gibbs straight ahead. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense really flew around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Goff throwing again. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Eagles nothing.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, good move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 74 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
Eagles 7.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Value 3, value 3. What's up?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Goff. Well, he caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Hand off now to Gibbs. A pickup of 7 there, but they still have 12 yards to go on third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A shotgun snap for gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Lions 16, Eagles 7.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
180! What's that?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up in a third and 9 situation.
Black 20! Maverick roll! 76, tell him. 76. What's that?
Now it's Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Wait, 20. Maverick.
Here's Goff. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 33 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Lions 16. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here comes 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. 3rd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good. 4 on Lions.
Now Goff. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
180.
Now it's Gibbs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
You get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Second down, goal to go.
Who goes tonight?
They try again with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
180.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous point in this last half minute.
Picked up by Jahan Campbell. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's 1st down.
No touch that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. There. 73, 73. Round left Yeti. No touch.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Will set up.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
29. Lions 22. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Now after the
Philadelphia.
touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Done. 180. Hey, 5. Tiger, Tiger. Turbo set.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Jester, Jester, Jester. Maverick, Maverick. What's that?
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the